Egyptian authorities are speeding up efforts to tackle the country's growing shortage of foreign currency, which plays a central role in the importation of basic food commodities into the country. Among the initiated plans is to support state and privately owned institutions with a view to augment local production and exports. Now, like many countries around the world, Egypt is also feeling the pinch of the prevailing global economic crisis, largely attributed to the geopolitical crisis and other factors. Now, let's have more of that in this report.
Egyptian government is speeding up its privatization program as it seeks to tackle an acute shortage of hard currency. The influx of foreign exchange is needed to help import basic necessities such as food and energy, rebuild the dwindling foreign currency reserves, and support the weakening Egyptian pound that has lost over 90% of its value in the last year and a half. About 50 institutions have been enlisted in the IPO program, including state-owned banks, hotels, fuel stations, chemical companies, and renewable energy projects.
We will give a bigger share of the economy to the private sector to strengthen local manufacturing and exports. This is being done through partnerships with the private sector in state-owned entities. The target is to rake in $10 billion each year for the next 4 years, with a total of $40 billion raised during the period.
Although the government had offered various incentives such as tax breaks to attract investors, the privatization has not gone to plan in the last year.
The
geopolitical tensions in the region have had an impact on global economies. The conflict in Gaza has created instability in the region and Egypt has been affected. Businesses look for stable economies or regions to invest in. The regional developments have kept investors thinking twice before pumping money.
Egypt's finance minister, Mohammed Maït, expects sales worth $6.5 billion this year, down from an initial $10 billion target. The state-owned entities will either be sold to a direct strategic investor or through a stake sale in partnership with the government, or alternately will be released in the stock market.
To accelerate the process is not easy. The government has released the products in the market, but demand is low due to these unusual circumstances. Officials must be patient to get a fair price, because if they are in a hurry to sell, then they will be forced to accept lower value for the companies. And especially now that the investors are reluctant to tap into the market.
Government officials say they expect to close deals in the military-owned fuel station chain Wataniya and water bottling company Safi, as well as a wind farm and a Siemens-built power plant before the end of June.